Warning, if you do this, your specific person will manifest every single time. Namaste, my friends, and welcome back to another video. My name is Matt. I'd like to thank you for stopping by to manifest with me today. In this video, I want to share with you one thing. If you do this, you will get your specific person. This is very powerful and comes from the teachings of Neville Goddard. I'm going to share what he tells us on the subject and what we can do. One thing in particular we can do that will get us our specific person every single time. So we'll get to that in this video. Before we do though, I'm having a special just open for the next 2 days. I have enrollment going on for my powerful transformative program. It is the 7-day Neville Goddard Manifestation Mastery course. If you're interested in learning Neville's most powerful techniques in the next 7 days so you can change your life and manifest the life of your dreams. Enrollment is happening just today and tomorrow. That's it. There's a link in the top of the description box below. Click that, read a little more about it, and sign up. I know you're gonna love it. All right, I'm gonna start this video off. I'm gonna read you a couple quotes by Neville Goddard, and hopefully they will be very life-changing for you. Check this out. Anything can be created by a mere assumption. When I dared to assume I was the man I wanted to be, I did not discuss it with others. I simply persisted in my assumption and watched it harden into fact. That persistent act taught me that the world was a dream. Point yourself towards the wish fulfilled and accept that invisible state as reality. Then go your way knowing the desire is yours now. You did it, and you will not be surprised when it comes to pass. When you first practice this technique, you will be surprised when it happens. But when you learn how to completely accept the state assumed, you will know you do not have to do a thing to make it come to pass, as the assumption contains its own plan of fulfillment. You will know that the world is imaginal and that an assumption with no external object to support its truth will harden into fact when its truth is persisted in. Okay, so that kind of reveals what we need to do when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to manifesting our specific person. The one thing we have to do is persist, is dare to assume. Assume it and persist in this idea that it is done, and it is done now. This is so incredibly powerful. If we can get into this final state of the wish fulfilled, we will manifest our specific person, and it is the only thing we need to do. As Neville says, even if the outside world shows no evidence that it's even possible, it has to take place when we persist in the truth that it is done. So all you have to do literally is play around with this idea that it's finished, that it's complete, that it's done. Neville even says, I didn't tell anybody, I didn't talk to it, I just did it myself and it came true. So literally go inside and play some magical acts in your head of you and your specific person together, experiencing life together, so in love together. Whatever that is for you, play those acts. Speak those words to yourself. I am in the relationship. It's more perfect than I could have ever imagined it being. My specific person is so crazy about me. They want to take me everywhere with them. They can't get enough of me. This is the best love I've ever experienced in my life, and it's taking place right now. It's happening right now. Persist in that as you play around with that. That's it. When you do that enough, you really start to know it and you really start to believe it. And you look at the outside world and you just know that, this isn't real. The truth is inside. The invisible state, as Neville says, this invisible state, this invisible reality that you are creating is real, is the real thing. This 3D reality is only a result of old thoughts, old beliefs that we used to have. This new dream state, these new imaginal acts that we are playing inside of ourselves, these new words we are telling ourselves, that is the new truth. And the more we do it, the more we start to believe it, the more it reflects in the outside world. There's no other way for this to work if you persist in it. As Neville says, do not take no for an answer. If you see something on the outside world, this 3D reality that's different from what you're persisting in, ignore it. Don't take no for an answer. Nope, I see it, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. I know the truth. My specific person and I are so in love. My specific person and I have a divine, perfect relationship. Go in and continue to tell yourself that and relish in those new feelings and these new beliefs. And if you persist enough in the truth, it will harden into fact. It has to. Such powerful stuff, but that is really the one thing you would need to do is just persist, persist, persist. And before you know it, the specific person you want will be right there in your arms. If you want to learn how to specifically deal with harsh 3D reality circumstances when you're trying to manifest your specific person, I'm going to share some tips and techniques with you in this video right here that are going to make things so much easier for you to manifest them. So be sure to check it out next.